We don't do those. I don't tell him that. I won't tell him that because we don't do that. We just have to know like outside our building. So here, right? Right.
What am I supposed to got?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I saw that they came out.
You're not going to get cheap if you want good. You don't get both. I've got a good one. I don't have a cheap one. My guy is, I always want to experience. He doesn't have a very good personality. And you would want to probably be involved. I gotta reserve this one. She must be obeying.
Is this how you embrace?
Get out of here! My wife is taking my monitor. Changing my way to go like that. Maybe I'll go like that. I'll wink at you. Oh, there you go.
So I'm gonna play this nice little music for you. Let's get the money flowing through here. I'll be back in a second. All right. How is everybody today? All right, let's have some good energy. We've got Bonner Roofing over here. They're going to talk, and I got to tell you something. When they talk, I want you to pay attention. We're going to be harping on that Atlas Chalet shingle. And I'm going to tell you, they represented a homeowner that I have worked with before, and he is a very demanding sort, and he was singing their praises left and right, so I have given their information out, and I'm very selective about who we give out to people, but they have done an excellent job. They're very responsive, so they're going to be talking to us a little bit. I've told them they've got 45 seconds, and they're very so, and we also have Danny Druin in the house. Danny, raise your hand. Y'all might not know, but Danny came all the way from Sandy Springs. He's our bald friend down there, and we're excited that you're here, Danny. And Rob Scanlon, Robert, they coordinated having our stage put up here, so now we've got a nice little stage that I can stand on and see all of your bright faces out there. I'm so excited. And also, I might be able to let me get a little better picture, too. Hey, let's get the hands in the air. What we got going on here, people? Raise it! All right, that's what we like to do. So, let me tell y'all something exciting. Well, it's about keep climbing. I want y'all to think about that. Keep climbing is the message today. And we're talking about the monthly money board. We have great things that we're going to be giving away. And I've actually got one additional thing. Monica, I didn't tell you I was going to do this. Where are you, Monica? Right here. Where are you, Monica? Where are you? Monica, where are you? I got a $100 cash bill in my pocket. Hold in my pocket. Right there. Get it out. That's an additional one. So we got a lot of little gifts and stuff. But I'm going to share with y'all. Have y'all seen little Atlanta Journal postings out there from other companies and stuff? Do you think we made the top 25 Atlanta Business Chronicle list? Yep. Yes. No, we didn't. I'm kidding. We did. We're talking about that. We need to start sharing our little story out there. But that's why we're talking about keep climbing today. So before we get into all that, let's let Bonner Roofing come on up and tell us what's going on with Atlas Chalet Shingle. And they brought us the breakfast this morning, and they've got a nice little $25 gift certificate they're going to give away in the drawing. So let's give them a little round of applause.
Good morning, Terry. Thanks for having us out. This is Greg. My name's Ryan Johnson. I'm actually the head of sales at Bonner Built. Love the energy in here this morning. You guys are on fire, so enjoy that. How we can help you is really what we're focusing on. What we can do for y'all. I'm sure you guys deal all the time with home inspections, little odds and ends that have to be tied up. Atlas Shingle, there's roughly 900,000 homes, I guess, in the metro Atlanta area that are currently roofed with the Atlas Shingle. So you guys run into it probably on a day-to-day basis. So really the big thing that we can help you guys on, response time and taking care of the problem. We run into the fact all the time, you guys called somebody, oh, they're supposed to be out here last week, they're supposed to be out here Tuesday, we close on Thursday, closing gets pushed out because the work wasn't done. We hear it all the time. Give us a call, give Greg a call. I can guarantee we can have somebody out to the house within 48 hours, and we can typically have everything buttoned up, including a roof replacement, if things are taken care of with insurance within 5 days. So when things are moved along, kind of, you know, let me kind of back up. Typically, you guys get a home inspection. The home inspection comes back, it's Atlas, so there's things that need to be tied up. We can go run it one of two routes. We can either repair the roof or replace the roof. And that's going to fall into a couple of different categories on whether or not the roof is replaceable or not replaceable. What I want you to do, don't think about the scope of work, call Greg. We'll take care of everything for you. We can be as involved or as transparent or not involved as you guys would like. We are licensed public adjusters. So what that means to y'all is we take everything off of your plate, off of the homeowner's plate, and handle everything ourselves. That means the claim, That means scheduling the adjuster meeting so you guys can focus on what you need to do in terms of getting the client where they need to be in the process. Any questions that you guys have for me in terms of what we can do for y'all in terms of roofing or anything like that? Not so much.
Let me ask this. So you get a call from somebody, you're getting ready to list a property, you go out there, you work with all the different insurance companies,
100%.
so you know who does what, and how they operate and stuff. So if there was determined that you had a shingle, some people might go pick up the phone and go call the insurance company. Is that the right thing to do?
No, so here's the process. This is what I would like for y'all to do. You've got a client, they come to you guys, you either know that you have a roof problem or you don't know that you have a roof problem, but you know you kind of, hey, it looks like an Atlas or it looks like there's blown tabs. First thing to do would be just to call Greg. Call Greg, get us out there, we'll do an inspection. We'll let you know where we need to go from there. We either need to file a claim or just do a repair. So at that point, we'll tell you, hey, this is going to be a day process or this is going to be a couple day process. So if it's going to be the couple day, the latter, where we're going to go to the insurance, we will handle everything. Don't let the homeowner call the insurance company. Let us handle that. The insurance is going to try and talk you into a hole, try and get you guys to agree that you had damage a year ago, something like that. So let us deal with it. Call us and we'll let you know where to go. Don't get the insurance involved until we say, hey, this is the road that we need to go down. Yes, sir.
How far do you go? What's your coverage here?
Our scope, we run from about Douglasville to Conyers, and we'll run from Canton all the way down to about Stockbridge. But we really focus on the North Metro Atlanta loop, if you will. The 75, 85, and 400 corridor is really our big focus. But we'll get anybody really out to where you need to go. In terms of full-time inspectors, we've got 5 full-time guys that do nothing but drive around the Metro Atlanta area, just giving us the eyes of what's going on the roof. So we can get you guys, buttoned up quick. That's the biggest thing is our response time, and we will call you back. I guarantee you that. So, any other questions?
No, I was just going to make this statement. They did everything that they said that they were going to do. On time, they were a partner in the process, so that was great. Jim, you used them, good experience?
Very good, very good.
And Greg wanted to know if he could have 30 to 45 seconds to introduce himself to you guys. Let's see, show of hands. Who says they want to hear from Greg? Raise your hand. Okay, I'm sorry. They don't want to hear from you. Come on out,
Thanks for
Greg.
your time, y'all. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Greg's going to make sure you got it.
I just want to make sure you guys know I can speak the English language. I've been dealing pretty closely with Patty Medina, Gold Course, Terry Swanson. I live by a philosophy that if it's difficult, we'll do it immediately. If it's impossible, it might take a little longer, but we'll get it done.
Within 5 days, guaranteed.
Thanks, folks.
Y'all want to draw for the $25 gift card? Because I won't let you get out before you do that. So we got a stack of cards right here. Why don't y'all pass these around? Pete, before we have the drawing, you posted something on Facebook that maybe a lot of us feel the same as you do. What was that?
Well, I thought, based on the current political climate, that we had clowns to the left of us, jokers to the right, and we were stuck in the middle with each other. So,
all right, Greg, go ahead and reach on in there and pull the winner of the $25 gift
I'm not a
certificate.
reliable picker. You do it.
no, please.
And the winner of the $25 gift certificate is Diane Service. All right, before we get into the numbers, Zuloff, stand up and impress us.
Well, I did get to spend a little time in Key West, thanks to y'all and all your great referrals. They had a top producer retreat. Got to spend a little time on Duval Street. Came across a little shop down there, a little t-shirt shop, and then I was about to get this tank top for Terry. It was perfect. It said I flexed and the sleeves fell off. Probably would have worked. But no, I just wanted to give a shout out that during this whole meeting, this whole top producer award ceremony, they brought you guys up and all the great referrals we get out of here, so big round of applause for you guys for all the. And while I was there, unemployment numbers came out. Rates got a little bit worse, nothing major, about an eighth of a point. So while I was having a few, rates are going up.
So where are
Still
they?
answering the phone.
Where are they?
Called me.
Where are they?
Right now, about 3.75 on a 30-year fix. They were, with no points, they were 3.625 about a week ago, so. Wow. I mean, the big news is gonna be around the Fed meetings and, the direction of where the economy's going for right now for rates, so it's kind of touch and go.
Anything else?
I mean, I really wish I'd have got that t-shirt.
Me too. I wouldn't want it today. But that's okay. Thanks for thinking of me though, I appreciate it. All right, so the Atlanta Business Chronicle results are in the top 25 offices. We ranked number 24, and there is our production as labeled out in the Atlanta Business Chronicle. So we were number 24 and number 22 for top real estate companies in Atlanta. So let's keep climbing. And I want you to realize this right here. These are the ways that we're going to come up with good creative solutions for what we know is in the marketplace out there. And there's a lot of people that are saying, I'm going to wait to find what I want before I put my home on the market. And I asked people, how many of you know a person in that situation? About 60% of the room raise their hand. So we said, what can we do to help stimulate you guys for that you can go out there and share this with people and get them off the fence or get them in the game? We kind of a coming soon idea. Every Monday, if you get your stuff in by noon on Monday, Monica will put your home that is coming soon. And I want to tell you what the requirements are going to be. It is for somebody that might be in that boat of saying, I know we're going to move, but we're going to wait until we get the right home in line. So until we get excited about something, we're just not going to put our home on the market yet. How can you get those people to vote? So, one, you do have to have them sign either a listing agreement. Let's say that they're going to list on this. Let's say today is what, the 8th, and they say we're going to list at the end of this month, March 25th, right? Get them signed up on a listing agreement is the number one choice, and you can say we're going to pre-market the home to our agents by this measure, and you'll advertise it to our agents, and then on the 25th it will go live in the FMLS system. That's the number one preferred way that you get the home on this list. The second option is some people in the state of where we are not ready to do that and not commit to a specific date. In that case, Rob,
He's in the room.
Deb, what is the form that they can sign as the number 2 option?
Go into Forms Pro and get the agreement to pay a commission on unlisted property, and you'll have the price, you'll have the commission, and authorization to move forward.
And that's how you can get on the coming soon list. If you do not have both of, or not both, if you don't have one of those, don't put your home on the list. This is to be guaranteed that anybody that takes their time, that take a buyer into that home, we got to know what the price is and know what the commission's going to be. There can be no questions around it. So number 1 is you get them to sign a listing agreement with the specified date that it's going in FMLS. But if they're not quite there, get a right to show unlisted property, lock the things in, then you're qualified to go on this list. But the whole thing is getting people 1 inch closer to ultimately doing what they're going to do. They're just waiting for somebody to keep prodding them along the way. Does that make sense? Yeah. And then how many people, if we start sharing this around and you go, hey, I've got a buyer that's looking in this specific area, and you're able to tell those people, I can show you homes that aren't even on the market. How would you feel as a buyer in that case? Pretty good, right? Yeah. So it's all about getting them out there and showing your value around that. So if you got any questions about this, who should you get with?
Yeah.
Mary, Monica.
If you have questions about it, give them myself, Rob, or Deb. All you got to do with Monica is send her the information as laid out right here. And we'll update this once a week so Monica is not getting hammered every single day out there. Okay? Yes.
I understand about the listing agreement, but for the agreement to show unlisted property, et cetera, is there any danger of, or what's the difference between that and a pocket listing? Where you,
well, a pocket listing might be one where you don't have anything signed.
Okay.
And it's in your pocket and only you know about it.
Okay.
And we're not having those on this list. We got to have some form of signature from them saying this is the price and we'll pay you commission.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're wasting other agents' time and their clients, and that's not what this is about.
Okay.
That makes sense. Good question. This is not for pocket listings. This is for, it's giving you a unique opportunity to start working with people ahead of time and locking them in as your client versus them continuing on the path, and somebody else might lock them in there. So that's what it's about. Any other questions? All right. But by the way, give yourselves a round of applause because it's official. We're in the Atlanta Business Chronicle top 25 offices. You never know how those are going to turn out. Actually, we didn't get everything because they only do residential properties. So you can't put in there commercial properties or things like that. So our numbers are actually a little higher, but that's residential application is all they will rate that on. So great job. Monthly money board. Here we go. So who do we go? Who gets to draw? And by the way, so we've got, I'm going to save my $100 bill towards the very end, very last one. So everybody in here is going to have a chance at the $100 bill. So once all these have gone, we're going to do a new pot. So maybe that one you might want to hold side and make sure everybody's in there, and we'll draw at the end for $100. Okay. So first closings. Anybody had their first closing with us, even if they've been in the business for 50 years and have had thousands of closings somewhere else? The first closing here is what matters. So these 4 people, if they're not in here, what do we do? We're going to move on. I'm going to let somebody in here draw for something. Melita Potts, I know, is not here. B. Tong. She's not here. Well, this is looking good for y'all. Brad Chapman, I know, is not here. But we do have Miss Hornez. She has to call a number out within 2 seconds.
3.
Oh, you got the low end of the totem pole. Let's give her a round of applause. She gets a free milkshake. By the way, these go from a free milkshake all the way up to $100. So, good job. Now everybody else can get relaxed and know that they don't get the worst price. And you know what?
It's 12 car wash.
Yes, there's
Just saying,
there's 15 milkshakes.
my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Do what?
My milkshake brings all the boys.
Oh, God, that's.
No, you're gonna get her a foot rub though.
Congratulations on your first closing in here. And by the way, you're getting on fire out there, so it's fun to see you getting all the energy going on. Number 2, first listings taken. And the group is Jillian Everett. Is Jillian in here? Yes, there she is over there. By the way, give her a round of applause. Can you call her Got to call a number. 9. We know it's not a milkshake. It's not a milkshake. You got a Steak and Shake gift card for $10. There's a theme going on here. Keith Lehman. Not here. Rosa Hewler.
Number 8.
Number 8.
She was ready.
Home Warranty of America. So
You got the whole damn company, isn't that great?
Okay.
That'll be at least $50. Okay. Just a little added stuff. And next, we've got listings taken individual. So we've got individual, and then we've got the team. So we're going to start off with the top 4 individuals. What happens in this? At the end of this, the number 1 spot for each one gets to draw from the money board. Okay? So let's go over listings taken. All right, I was supposed to go by paragraph, but here they are. Diana reached number 4. Give her a round of applause. Sarah Stovall, number 3, who's going to be going into the kitchen category. Lisa Tanwatko. And number 1, Mr. Ballman from Chase Street. There you go. Danny. Which one would you like?
Hey, $50 Home Depot gift card from Kim Chapman from Chapman Agency.
So we found out how to get Kim to respond back to Monica. Monica was trying to get in touch with him today, and he was not, or yesterday, and he wasn't getting in touch with her. So I told him that I told Monica he was going to give $100. So he quickly went and told her, no, it's 50. That's right. And now to get you to respond. Okay, well, he's got 3 more gift certificates. All right, listings taken by team. Number 2, Jonathan Pittard's team, which that's Jonathan Pittard and Madonna Decker. And number 1, Yates Estates, listing 2.
You get Fidelity Bank.
Every bit of it. We're so excited. What are the rates going to be today, Steve?
I'm just gonna give him his whole wallet.
They're gonna be $50.
$50 cold hard cash. So the effects that I was putting up today, they're not really working the way that they're supposed to. But I did like the extra little acknowledgement that they got. Okay. There, we're going through it again. I'm so excited. It's just exciting. Yeah. All right. Top closings, individual. Remember, these are unit-based. Okay, so our top quarter, top 10 per quarter is commission-based, and this is unit-based. Top closings, individual. Number 4, Phil Salvo. So Phil, tell us, did you have fun skiing this weekend?
I had a blast. I'm a little sore still, but I had a blast.
Was it slushy? I know it's snowed there a little bit.
Beautiful. Perfect weather. Number 7.
And by the way, let's say happy birthday to What was that?
He said number 7.
No. You don't get to choose. All right. So, let's say happy birthday to Phil because it was his birthday this last weekend. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Phil!
Thank you, everybody.
Number 3, Danny Druin, right back here. Number 2. Where's Yazoo? Yazoo! You know, it's not that you're sneezing. Yazoo! Now let's all say Yahoo for Yazoo! 1, 2, 3. Yahoo for Yazoo! That's good stuff. Good energy going on right there. Okay. Number 1. Here she is in the front row. Sarah Stovall.
You get a golf shirt.
I got one for my dog. A nice one, a white one. And top 10 closings. We've got Team Stout, number 2. And number 1, Yates Estates. 10. Free dues. That's $89.99 right there. That's good. All right. Here we go through the old exercise again. Look at that. Isn't that special?
It's like flashing lights up there. That's awesome.
Top closings, individual. Are you ready? I can't go through 4 through 1. We're going to see them all at once. You ready? Number 4, Andy Petzinger from the West Side. Number 3, Sarah Stovall. Number 2 in the back of the room, stand up because she was late, Stacy Dowell. And number 1, you've seen him once, we see him again, Danny Druin. And Danny's saying it's not worth the drive up. You gotta learn to take better, Danny. We've got professional pickers out here.
There is one right
Better luck next time. Okay, so let's give everybody that was in this board a round of applause all the way around. You got anything you want to say from the 400 North board?
Well, you're the chairman. Why don't you say what was coming up on Thursday?
Yes, we have about 60 people that are going to the 400 North board dinner. Oh, sorry, I haven't gone over the top closers. Okay, hold on 1 second. But Thursday night, 6:30 to 11, we're gonna have some fun.
We have about 20 more seats available.
There's 300 people going to the evening, and yours truly will be the MC. So, are we gonna get a little off course and have a little fun? Yeah, we probably will. But it's gonna be a good time, and free drinks are included. Yes. So we know how to party at the 400 North Board. We might not know all else, but we're having a good time. All right, so Anything else you want to say?
Gary,
What?
where your gold get floating?
I thought about that, but I don't think it'll be appropriate. Besides, that thing was just way too big on me. I was looking at the pictures going, oh, wow, okay. I gotta get that tailored. Okay, top team closings. Number 2, the Carolina Kim team. Round of applause. And number 1, there's no surprise, Yates Estate. Number 2.
Kevin Salisbury.
You win Kevin Salisbury. A little weird, but
Starbucks. Good job in Starbucks.
Right, very nice. Anything exciting that we've been seeing on the legal side?
Yeah, it's just, we're finally getting settled with the TRID stuff now. Lenders are getting their act together. More of them, Jeff's kind of always had his act together, so that's good.
Oh, don't lie.
Yeah.
It's called the staff behind him, Kevin. It has nothing to do with Jeff.
Okay, well, his staff is wonderful.
I hired the right people.
That's right. So, but things are settling down. Things are becoming more and more on time as we close.
Very good. We've seen a little string of litigious situations from people coming out in contracts and stuff. So be careful, because the waters that we're in with the shortage of supply of homes, there's going to be people claiming stuff. And I'll tell you how things get miscommunicated out there. Karen, there you are. She had a situation, mind if I tell about that? Because she actually handled everything correctly. But what happened was she had a home that had multiple offers on it. Okay. 2 of which were VA offers. And in the VA addendums, there's a whole lot of verbiage in there. And so she called and said, hey, I need to know kind of how to walk through these, because they're different in what the offers are. And had nothing to do with VA. It was just questions around what the terms were going to be. So I said, well, call Jeff. And she said, well, I did. And here's what he says, go with that. To figure out which one you want to go with. Well, they picked the one that had the highest and best to the seller. And the seller was the one that chose the offer to work with. The second place offer, and I don't even know if it was the second place offer, one of the other offers with the VA, their agent got very mad because his interpretation of what she said was, we don't really like the VA loans and we're going to go with the other one, which had nothing to do with what she said. But the communication that he heard was that, and he told the buyer that, and the buyer is an attorney, right? And the attorney who is a veteran.
I hate attorneys.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
What do you call 1,000 attorneys at the bottom of the ocean?
Star.
Good star.
Star.
So the attorney, the buyer that didn't get the home that they really wanted, fires off an email saying that he was going to have that person's license canceled. That his interpretation from his agent was that they were discriminating against him being a vet and did not want to work on the VA loan, which was discriminating against him as a vet. And he was very angry because he had served him. He wrote this long email. She forwarded it on to me, and so I contacted the agent yesterday. I'm like, okay, look, you're wrong. And actually, it wasn't the VA, because the one that they picked, thank God, was a VA loan. So you can't sit there and say we're discriminating against your offer because we want the VA loan. Thank God, right? So I don't know what the outcome of that is going to be, but I believe very strongly that they will likely go away. But it was very interesting because I'm like, wow, how misunderstanding people can get in the communications out there. She was not saying we don't like it because it's VA. She was asking questions around the VA, and the guy had his mortgage company. Just one of those things where it's like he was doing everything he could to get the home. The buyer really, really wanted it and was very, very upset that they didn't get it. And so then they want to go out there and lash out and try and wreak havoc to make her go on their side. So you handled it correctly. What did she do? It was a Sunday, and she emailed me, and then she called me, and we talked and got things together. So great job. But that's weird stuff, and we're seeing more and more of that because if people get focused on the little list of properties that are available, and then they see one that they want, things are going to happen that are going to be a little nasty. So communication is key, and then cover yourself. Email chains, text chains, whatever. Don't rely on the phone in these days and times when you're dealing with multiple offers. Keep a loop of information that you can protect yourself with. And remember, whose job is it to make the decision over the home that they're gonna buy or the home that the buyer that they're gonna take? Is it yours or is it the seller's? The seller's. Always make sure you put it to them to make the decision. So, good job on it,
Can I
yeah.
have one thing? If the agent you're dealing with is calling you all the time, saying certain things, it's very easy just to write an email back, just confirming what you told me, X, Y, Z. And then say, please let me know if there's anything that I've misstated. Because this is what I'm gonna take to my seller or buyer or whatever. This is the information that I have. That way it becomes an email trail, something verbal becomes an email trail. And if they don't respond, then you can always use that later. Say, listen, I asked you to respond. You did not. What does that tell us? Okay. So if someone's giving you verbal information and you want to, just make a list of it to save for later times, shoot an email just confirming the conversation.
Let's see how much y'all pay attention. You get a listing. You just got a listing today. What is your job to do? It has to do with the number total 20. What is it?
$20.
5, 5, 10. Who in here is going to be trying that on their next listing? Who in here has already tried it? What was your result and what did you feel about it?
I just felt it got the word out in the community, and it turned out that somebody who had been told by one of the neighbors came and they were interested in moving in the community.
Good. There's a good reaction. Diana?
I got another individual who was interested in listing their home, and we've been working back and forth about letting them know.
Awesome.
I went.
Oh, yeah.
Knocked on the door.
So this is a great one. So one of our agents that left and went to a competitor, Diane listed the home right across the street from them. And she got under contract very quickly. And she said, what do I do? I said, you go door knock up and down that street. Understanding our former agent lives right across the street from this. She got the listing right down the street from her by door knocking and introducing herself and telling what she did in that neighborhood right on that street. That's what can happen. We've had 3 people that said, I've tried it. Every one of them got a reaction from somebody. We picked up a buyer, we picked up a listing, we picked up a listing. So this is what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna go, why isn't everybody raising their hand? Why isn't everybody raising their hand? I'm gonna sound you into doing it. So you get a listing. If you got a listing now and you haven't done the door knocking, what should you do? 5, 5, 10 them. 5, 5, 10 them. Imagine what your world would be if you do this consistently over time. What do you take in your hands? Flyer of the home. What's on the backside so you're not just out there trying to peddle that home? Information on the neighborhood or high school district that shows you are a knowledgeable agent better than the others. And engage in the conversation. If they're not home, simply leave a flyer at the door. That's fine. 5, 5, 10 them to death out there. You'll be amazed at what your business will do this year. And you know what my goal is? I was with a broker out in Seattle last week, and they don't do sales meetings. I said, you know what my goal is? That I stimulate 20 to 25% of the room that's in here to do something that day or do something in their business over time. That's it. And I want you to realize if we can do that and stay on the right messages and have next time that we talk about the 5, 5, 10, we have 3 more raise their hand and they have stories to share. Can you imagine how much more we will grow up the ladder from 24 to 20 to 15 on the Atlanta horizon of offices? That's how we can grow this stuff out. And every one of y'all has an important part of what this office does or does not do. So I'm going to stay on it in a passionate way and go, man, I just asked 3 people. They all had a result from one time door knocking 5, 5, 10. So can you do it? Yeah. All you got to do is remember, by the way, when the home goes under contract or sells, what do? 5, 5, 10. Right? Have you done it, Danny?
I have.
Does it work?
It does.
That's right. So let's get on fire. Let's use the coming soon, and let's use the 5, 5, 10, and let's keep growing this business out. Now we can firmly say we're into the last, and we're going to draw every single one of these. So is this pot ready to go?
No. You come in late.
If you haven't put your card up here, hurry up. I'm going to give you 10 seconds because you were late. You shouldn't be in here.
I think he had a doctor appointment.
Off the kids.
You got to be present to win? Yes. If somebody gets called, you got And by the way, does the runner not feel awesome today? Get ready to call your numbers, and after we've drawn all those, we got the $100 draw, and I'll put all the cards back in. Huh? Oh, yes, Tan Waco, you won from the Carolyn and Kim team for the pulling one of the numbers, so what do you got?
What? Okay, number one, please. We're going to Carolyn and Kim's lunch.
American Home Shield.
Oh, yes.
All right. Oh, my God, Mama dear, Gene Pugh. Call a number.
A t-shirt.
Oh, yeah. Who might this one be? There's only one guy in the room. Double-sided card. Number 7.
Trademark $25 gift card, and I'll give that to you.
Now I've got 2. We're going to rapid fire these. Miss Hornes.
Another black shirt.
Cheryl Scott.
No, I'll take 12. A free milkshake.
Mr. Angelo.
Really? Wow, 16, I guess.
Trademark $25.
Kelly Mills. You don't get a paper number, there's only one left.
Get a t-shirt.
All right, now, I do want a drum roll for this one. $100 out of my personal pocket. A big $100 cold hard cash bill. And the winner is Natalia. Where are you? There we go. Now, everybody recognizes that $100 hairs, right? Would you go please take that? We have Tom Gillette in the house. Before we cut this meeting short, I want to see if Tom is available. So give me 1 second. Y'all mind waiting just a minute, see if Tom Gillette can come on over here? Give us 1 minute. By the way, Lewis, if you'll stand up, this is good, and I want you to talk about the licensing changes while I'm gone. It's a perfect opportunity. But Lewis, stand up. Turn around. This is crazy, y'all. When Tom Gillette comes back in here,
It's my brother.
you're gonna know that he and Lewis are related in some way. We're not sure yet, but
Hey, Terry, I wanted to say something. The Fall in Northwood, we're planning in July at the Aquatic Center for family members, families, and friends. A night out for a day at the pool with food. It's gonna be at the end of July. So get ready for that. You sign up, and it's gonna be free for your family and for your close friends. Totally free. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
For Home Warranty of America, I have, just a real quick, I sent out an email and I don't know if everybody received it. We've got some contract changes for 2016. It actually goes into effect Friday. So if you haven't received it, you're gonna get an email today. If you haven't though, and if you don't get that email, please reach out to me. Some of the changes are really on the Diamond plan, because that's our most popular plan because it's got 30 more items than the Gold and the Platinum. So everybody uses it. But that has increased it amounts to about $3 per month. So that's the major change. The brochures will be replaced, but I don't have them yet. So it might be a week or 2. You've got about a 30-day grace period for those changes though, okay? Any questions, please let me know.
Wait until I see it. There, leave it alone.
Florida House. There it is. Look at this. Look at Lewis and look at
Lewis is young. When he came out, Mama said, no us. No us. He would have another one after Lewis.
So tell us what's going on around the state that you can tell us about.
We see business picking up, which is a good thing. business is picking up all over. Building is picking up all over. Getting more people in the business, which is not a bad thing. It's, because it's not competition for people that are trained the way that you all are. It just brings more opportunity into the business. Biggest sales meeting, as I travel around the state, biggest sales meeting I've seen of any company anywhere, because Terry does a great job, brings you relevant and timely information.
And money.
Money.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. We're heading into just a fabulous market. It continues to grow. The technology, people like to talk about technology. I absolutely believe, I'm fervent about it, that technology will not replace the real estate agent during my lifetime, but the real estate agent that can use technology is replacing the real estate agent that can't. So you've got it available to you, use it as a tool, get the education. I'm not a NASCAR fan, not this last weekend, but the weekend before that. Who won the NASCAR race?
Jimmy Johnson.
It was Denny Hamlin. Remember that? I'm not a NASCAR fan, but I knew that. Why would I know that? I'm not a NASCAR fan. Why would I know that Denny Hamlin won the race? Because he won it by less than 1,000th of a second. 500 miles, less than 6 inches is different. But nobody knows who came in second.
Jimmy Johnson.
I don't know. We'll say it was Jimmy Johnson. But my point is, at the same time with the golf tournament that was played this last weekend, I have no idea who won, don't know who came in second. But I'll bet you dollars to donuts right now that the person who came in second, the person who came in first won it by 3 strokes or less.
Yes.
3 strokes or less. And the difference between first and second place was $500,000. And such a small difference that you couldn't even measure it on a 4-day scorecard. Folks, you don't have to be twice as good as your competition out there. You just have to be, it's what I call the slide edge principle. Come to these sales meetings, pick up ideas, partner with your lenders and with your attorneys and your pest control companies. You have a relationship. It creates the slight difference. Make all the difference in the world. Good seeing y'all.
Let me ask you this. As you were saying, here's one thing that you guys need to pay attention to that's get you on the wrong side of the law. What would that be? Is there a trend that you're seeing out there of agents getting in trouble where they didn't really know?
Yeah, we're gonna talk to some of your teams about it. Make sure in all of your marketing, all of your advertising, that the public knows who you are and who you're licensed with. One of the things there's been so much autonomy given to agents over the last few years. These companies that you pay to be with the company but get 100% of the commission, and they don't supervise the way Terry does. They don't, that his staff does. And so these agents are kind of getting it into their mind that, I'm paying for all the advertising. Why do I want to advertise the company? So you see this coming out, they're advertising them. That's what and the public can't tell who that is. That is really getting on the wrong side of the real estate commission. The team, we all talk to individually with the teams. The real estate commission hates it if you call it Gillette Realty. They want to see if you're going to have a team, call it Team Gillette or Gillette Team, or don't put the name Realty or something like that. It sounds like a brokerage company. That is a big issue with them right now. But I'll throw this out. Second quarter of 2015, what was the #1 complaint to the Real Estate Commission? The #1 investigated complaint. Violation of 4340, you're gonna have to write it down, 4340.25B subsection 14, which is negotiating with.
Let me tell you that
one. Negotiating with, and the only reason I give you that stuff, because I say in all my class, how many of y'all have done with me before in a class before you come back? You come to these classes and I hear this nonsense, hearing people quote, that's not right. Where are you getting that from? I had an attorney tell me the other day tell me what the definition of a latent deed, that's the legal definition. I said, that's the law. I said, yes. I said,
by the way, it wasn't me.
It wasn't him. But I said, where? Well, I don't know. It's not in there. That's the point. People will make stuff up. to win your debate or to win the argument. So I tell people, don't believe me, look it up. I'll give you the references. So it's 4340 25B subsection 14, negotiating with someone else's client. Getting all fired up because when I started this business, we measured time in days. If I got back to the next day, that was fine. And then it was within 12 hours. Now you want this immediate and instant gratification. Now I get an offer on your property and I send it to you. And I said, Sarah, here's the offer. And I send her an email. I don't hear back from her. I call her and I get her voicemail. Don't hear something. I get frustrated. My buyer's calling me. They want the instant gratification. So I call the seller to see if they've gotten the offer. Oops. Number one violation investigated in the second quarter of last year. I talked to the investigator, and he had 52 of them sitting on his desk at that time.
Just that thing.
Just that one thing. He became the specialist on that. Well, and you can understand how it came about. I don't like to talk about other companies and other agents and that sort of thing, but this was a company that has somewhat of a reputation that they're hard to get a hold of. They had changed. It used to be.
We talked about that last week, didn't we?
Okay, I don't want to talk about other. I'll give you the initials. The initials are Rhonda Duffy. There we go. Thank you so much. Your phone are all the same company that's handed.
We'll add you something in.
What she did is, those who've been around a while, she used to say, when you write an offer, take it directly to my client. So you got used to doing that. Well, then she changed gears and she put into the MLS, the initial offer you present to us. If there's a counter offer, we'll send it back and then you negotiate directly with the client.
Right.
But the initial offer is made directly to Duffy. And she changed gears on that, and people, realtors don't read RDR. And it is in the remarks section of the MLS. We don't read that stuff. We've done business with her before, that's what happened. Almost all of those were Rhonda. Yeah, it's an issue.
Road.
Well, that's a couple of things that we see. Terry very much wants to keep things buttoned up tight, doing things the right way. Be creative, be energetic, be inspirational. Do things different. Don't be afraid to be different. The American public pays for different. They don't pay for weird. Terry tried that. They pay for different. So do things a little bit differently than what the competition is doing. Just make sure you're doing it within the major guidelines of the law. And I'm always here to help you if there's any way that I can.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob.
And you got dressed up in a nice suit today. It's a nice looking suit that you have on.
Well, it's the one that I've had a while, I just didn't get it out. I've lost a couple of pounds, so.
Give another round of applause. You Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. Anybody got anything else they want to share? Did you talk about the?
I
Okay.
did. Think I got it.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to introduce a new agent joined us, Heidi Crumpler up there. So, right there.
Hope you'll stay with us after this meeting. So, it's nice knowing you. Okay. No. Patty, we like having fun, but we are about production first, and then we like having a family, harmonious laughter, all that stuff we love in the office. So, anything we can do to help you out, let us know.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Good stuff is happening out there. Let's stay ahead of the game and keep killing it. It's a great job, and let's keep it going. Thank you. Oh, got a couple of open house. The flyers should be on your desk. Where are they? Lick Lanier,